am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again.
You ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man, I'm calculated. My mind's a weapon, my body is the engine. I'm never second guessing, I just do what I was destined. Cause I feel I got the blessing, persistence and obsession. That's how you keep progressing, I already learned that lesson, yeah.
I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving. You can't stop what's moving. I'm changing my life, and I won't look back ever again.
No fear, see clear, you deserve to be great. I know it feels like things get in your way.
안녕하세요, 크리키안입니다. 여기는 팀 USA 지금 4명의 미국을 대표하는 청소년 국가대표 선수들이고요. You guys want to say hi to Korean fans?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi guys.
All right, congratulations for your doubles final first of all. On Thursday, you're gonna fight against Germany, right?
Me and Jake over here are excited, and hopefully we'll get some well rested and some good food before then, and hopefully throw lots of strikes.
Right. So, is this your first time visiting Korea?
This is all of our first time visiting
Really?
Korea.
Yeah. Have you tried Korean food?
Korean barbecue.
Korean barbecue here in Korea?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Really good. Very good.
It was good? And then have you tried any other Korean food instead of the Korean barbecue?
Burger King has been our go-to.
Right.
Yeah.
Burger King and then McDonald's in Korea.
Yeah.
Right. Is there anything make you feel different being in Korea than US?
The time zone.
Time zone.
Yeah.
Just time difference?
The bowling's a little bit different.
Bowling's different?
A lot more urethane.
A lot more urethane.
A lot more urethane. A lot more purple hammers. So
Right.
I think I've only seen a few reactive ball goes down the lane this week, so
Right.
it's just been mainly urethane.
Right. So did you guys use urethane or
Yeah,
reactive?
if you wanted to compete, you pretty much had to use it. Otherwise, the reactive balls just didn't look very good.
Right.
Because of all the urethane being thrown. But
Right.
yeah.
So this is a question for Brandon. Sorry for you guys, but I prepared the questions for him because I thought he was just coming himself. So you're being loved among Korean bowlers, and even my coach does. He came to your match the other day. Just seeing you, he had a day off. And what do you think is the reason that Korean bowlers like you?
Well, I'll be honest, I think it's got a lot to do with my father.
Okay.
I think he's paved a path for me, and I'm just trying to follow him step by step, and right behind him in his footsteps. I don't know if I can, follow his legacy, but I'm gonna keep trying day by day, month by month, year by year, and just meet everybody and take in what I can take in, and hopefully just have a good time and put some smiles on people's faces.
That's good. And can you tell me why you got 4 steps instead of 5 steps?
Well, I tried to mimic my dad's game,
Right.
and
Your dad's got 4 steps too, right?
he's got 4 steps as well. I've looked up to him my whole life, and he's my mentor, he's my role model. So I try to follow him as much as I can when I can. So I think the 4 steps is where I got that from.
Right.
But everything else, I didn't get that from him.
Right.
So
It's just from your dad.
yeah, I try to follow him as much as I can. So
Alrighty. Yeah, and a lot of Korean bowlers want high revs. How about in US?
yeah, high rev rate right now is the name of the game, and if you can get the urethane ball to go through the pins with the high rev rate and high speed, you seem to be standing up tall at the end. And if you can get your ball to go through the pins with high rev rate, and like I said, high speed, you seem to be beating a lot of the other guys that are having that trouble. So lots of power increases pin action, and who doesn't love high power and high pin action? So
That's perfect. So Korean bowlers obsessed with high revs. So do they try to make a high rev with a intense cupping?
yeah, I think it's all about how they get out of it with their wrist.
Yes.
And it takes a lot of practice. I
Yes.
will say a lot of one-step foul line drills. You know, you can do it with anything. You can do it with a 6, 8, 12-pound ball, anything like that, just to get this down.
Okay, here's my question then. Because your hand getting broken, when your backswing goes up, your hand goes positions like this, not cupping like that. But Korean bowlers like intend to keep their cuppings at the address, and then same as a backswing at the top, at the release, they try to have the cuppings. And is there any reason you don't have like a cuppings while you deliver the ball?
Is it bad if I say, I don't know?
You don't know.
I don't know. I just get here and it feels right, and then I get here and I'm hoping it feels right.
Right.
And
Okay. Okay. Because I can see your like tensions when you release. I can see the tensions, but like you don't like intently try to make a cuppings like intense. Because a lot of Korean people are very curious about your delivery.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know.
I don't know. It's kind of just been one thing that I've tried to perfect myself over in the last few years. You know, it gets up to the top and it's got this broken back wrist type.
Yep.
And then it gets through, and it's just we try to get it straight out on the lane.
Right.
But I don't do the whole cupping thing. You know? I get up here and just
Yeah. I think you just like relax your wrist, and then that makes your bowling like unique. I think.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm not really sure how to answer that one. I don't do the whole cupping at the top, so maybe that's just what makes me myself, I guess.
Right.
So-
That's perfect. Yes.
Everybody has their trick, and you know I know these guys got their trick, so I'm
Yes.
just trying to follow after them.
Right.
So
Well, you guys are all two-handed, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we're all three of us are two-handed. He's the only one-hander.
So like how much ratio in America between two-handed and then one-handed bowlers these days?
I would say for youth bowlers coming up, it's honestly probably about 75% are two-handed.
Yeah.
75% two-handed. Wow.
maybe like 2 out of every 3 bowlers, 3 out of every 4. Or
Wow.
Every new and upcoming bowler wants to be two-handed just because it's easier to get the power, and it's a lot easier to get better a lot quicker, I think.
Right.
But then again, it's also hard to still get to the next level, So
Right.
I think 20 years from now, you'll see over 50% on the PBA Tour, probably two-handed for sure.
Yes,
right now,
yes.
it's probably like 15%, 10%.
in youth bowling, it's going to be a lot higher right now. There's a lot of people that look up to Belmo
Right.
and some of the other really powerful two-handers, and they just want to see their ball go through the pins from the left side of the lane
Yeah.
all the way to the right side of the lane, and then through the pins with a lot of pin action.
Yes.
So two-handed is the best way to do that, unless you're EJ Tack.
I also think it's somewhat easier to start at a little bit of a younger age.
Yep.
Like you hear Belmo talk about when he was younger,
Yep.
he could only throw it with 2 hands.
Yep.
He couldn't throw it with 1 hand.
Yes.
So I think a lot of people who are looking into getting the sport younger and looking to have any success when they're maybe under 10 years old,
Yep.
I think having that second hand on the ball can kind of help you create a little bit more power even when you're that young. And
Yes.
not as much strength as
Yes.
adults.
Right. Why did you choose to stay one-handed? Even your brother is two-handed.
You know, it's funny you asked that, because not many people know this about me, but I started out as a two-hander.
Oh, really?
I started out as a two-hander.
Right.
I looked up to Oscar Palermo. He was my idol.
Oscar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was a diehard Oscar fan. He gave me one of his jerseys. It was right after he threw it over the barstool chair
Right.
at the World Series of Bowling in 2000 Cup delivery. It didn't take long before my dad said, you know, you either learn how to do it properly on the left side or you go one-handed. And I tried the left-handed thing and I was horrible. It was horrible. So I decided to go one-handed probably the middle of 2010, and I've stuck with it ever since.
Right.
Yeah, not a lot of people know that about me, but some people do, and now a lot more.
So you're saying you're not talented two-handed?
Oh no, I'm horrible. Not anything like these guys.
Right. Most of Korean bowlers prefer high flare. How about in US?
Like high
You know,
flare,
high flares like
high flare bowling balls.
so like when you bowl, there's from the oil line,
Yeah.
flare line, when it's closer to your mid finger, it's high flare, and it goes far away from there,
Yeah.
it gets low flare.
Yeah.
So like the Korean bowlers like prefer high flares instead of the low flares.
I think it all depends on what we're bowling on at the time.
First flare line is like close to your
Close to my thumb.
and your mid finger as well.
Yeah, and then it takes up a majority of the ball.
Right. How
But,
about you guys? Two-handers.
I would say, my favorite ball is probably the purple hammer. That doesn't have a lot of flare. The
Right,
lines
yeah,
are really
yeah.
close together, so.
Yes. All right. And then your flare, the first piece is
Yeah.
close to your.
Yeah, first
mid
one's
finger?
right next to the middle finger, and then it slowly goes away, yeah.
Same for you?
My favorite ball is probably the purple hammer.
Okay.
But in general, when I throw reactive, I like to throw a lot of bigger cores that flare a lot.
Right.
Because I have higher ball speed. So if I'm able to throw something bigger, I can stay with 20 mile per hour ball speed and still get my ball to hook and see a bit of shape and carry.
Right. How about you, Jake?
I have a feeling I know what this is going to be.
My favorite ball is also the purple hammer.
Okay.
It doesn't flare as much. I tend to score better when I'm able to keep the ball in front of me and kind of roll the ball up the lane,
Yep.
which requires more low flaring balls because
Yep.
it's easier to keep in front of you. But yeah, I would prefer any stuff lower flaring.
Right. And also your first flare line is as close to your mid
Yes,
finger?
it is, yes.
Right.